What up, mother truckers? Your mom's favorite YouTuber, the BP Hero, back at you here. And today we're checking out the Easton, Worth, and Miken Gold Series bats that released here about a month ago. And this is going to be a good opportunity to get in, one, the Gold Series bats you guys are always interested in, and two, some stuff that we might not otherwise swing this year in referring to the Worth and Easton one-piece bats. So a little bit of a opportunity to get a little bit of action with both in here. Big thanks to my guys, Maddie, who's going to be new to the channel here. Everybody tell him welcome, and hopefully we'll be able to have him back here soon for some more videos, as well as old Brian, the old G on the channel here. Able to get this review in, and I've got a bunch of stuff I'm actually sitting on. I've been fighting computer stuff for about a couple weeks now. I'm fired up and ready to go again, I think. So I've got, I think I counted 10 or 11 reviews. I've got to just like dump all at once here. I think I'm just going to kind of dump them all at once or dump them as I go, just to kind of get myself caught back up so I can kind of get with the times again, because I've got some other stuff that I really want you guys to see that's going to be really important to the channel and kind of a pivotal thing for getting us caught back up so we can kind of work on getting a best bat list out before the season is absolutely over, right? So let's check out the reviews from this. We're going to be swinging the Worth to start. Then we're going to move into the Miken, and then we will finish up with the Easton. Going to get in a few swings, let you check out that stuff. I'll talk about them as I go, and then I'll be sure and tell you at the end how I would rank these 1 through 3. And I hope you enjoy the video. Let's jump in. Well, you even get to peel the wrapper off. Which one are we doing first? Out here checking out this Gold Series. Got the Worth. Got the old Miken over here. We got the Tantrum going. Got old Maddie out here. Got old Greg out there. What are we at? We at 289 in left, 302 in center, 287 in right. Actually, some decent weather. It was about 80, 85 or so.
Yeah. We got Josh Myron field specs out here.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah. So I should, probably hit about 600 today. He would hit 1,000 out here. So as usual, I will drop the ball and forget to mention some stuff in the intro. As usual, I've done it again. So the couple of things that we missed here were, if you're interested in getting any of these models in this video for yourself, you can head over to headbangersports.com and use code BPHero to save yourself some money at the checkout. And there's all kinds of other offerings on there too: baseball, fast pitch, slow pitch. You can save money on all that stuff using code BPHero. And if there's something that you can't, hit me up and I can still get you a good deal. Helps you save money, helps us get more products for the channel. Everybody wins. So as we mentioned already, we're getting stuff started with the Worth here, and this one is available in 25, 26, and 27 ounce models. These are approved for USSSA, NSA, and ISA Play. The bat that we had in the video is a 27 ounce with a ½ ounce of end load, which is what these are available in, was with the ½ ounce. Collectively, the bat did swing a little bit on the lighter side of things. The ½ ounce of end load was extremely subtle to the point that it almost felt like a 1/4 of an ounce. The bat overall could have passed as a heavier feeling 26 ounce. If you're someone who likes a heavier feel, you might consider going up an ounce in this model. The 13-inch barrel on this bat features Worth's X868 technology, and combining that with their R-Flex handle, this bat was very forgiving for a one-piece model. And if you're familiar with the World Series Edition or Military Edition Bedlams that came out last year that were exclusive to Headbanger Sports, you'll immediately know that familiar feel and know that these are almost spitting images of each other. Only difference is this one's missing some ass compared to those two bats that released last year. So checking out the compression tester here, this thing was coming in at 270 out of the wrapper. And what you're seeing here in all three of these videos is going to be our first round of swings from all of these bats. We put about 150 swings on all three of these bats, and after we got done with this one, it was coming in at right around 245. And kind of funny, you'll notice a trend here that every bat did the same thing. It started and finished in the same place. It's kind of funny. I'm honestly not too concerned with them dropping compression like that, though. That's the current wave in the market, and damn near every manufacturer has followed suit with that, so that's nothing that's going to excite me or concern me or anything like that. And that's really what we use the compression tester for, is just kind of getting a gauge on a rate of break-in and that kind of thing, because let's be honest, most of us don't test and most of us don't care. So wrapping stuff up with some overall thoughts here on this Worth before we move into the other two models. And interestingly enough, all three of these bats featured something that the others didn't. have for me. I could have taken all 3 of them, made one bat, and absolutely fell in love. What the worst model had for me was the feel and feedback category on lockdown. Responsive yet very forgiving barrel, especially for a one-piece, and the handle never rung you up if you hit it off the hands or off the end. And I'll say now that none of them were overly stiff or burned our hands or anything like that, but this barrel and handle combo was the best one for me from a feedback and feel standpoint as far as how the barrel felt, and like I said, just the forgiveness of working up and down the barrel at all. Sure, the weighting wasn't my favorite, but again, if you're not looking for something that swings super heavy or want a ton of end load and almost want a balanced feel with like a touch of ass behind it, then this is going to be your jam for sure. I could easily recommend this to one of those guys that are looking to fill a void in their bag with something like this. And Maddie stepped into the box with this thing brand new, and like I said, this is the first round from everybody here that we're going to feature in these videos, and the performance was phenomenal being right out of the wrapper. So this is going to be a peel it, knock the stink off of it with a handful of swings, and put it in the bag for games as far as performance and needing to get it broke in to feel like you're going to be confident with it. Let's check out Brian's last handful of swings here, and then we'll get started with the Miken.
Last one. You want to bump in?
We unwrapping now. What do you got?
Miken Freak.
Gonna do the old Freak one piece. All these are 27 ounce. This one would be that max load, so feature a ½ ounce. Uh-oh.
Definitely not Christmas.
If it was Christmas, you just tear it off and throw it on the ground, right? As fast as you could. Hey, there we go. All right. Ready to rock and roll now.
Fresh one.
Yeah, right. We got to get him some practice in.
Hard on YouTube.
Yeah. Don't rate that unwrap, guys. Be nice to him. He's a good kid.
Tapping one.
All right. Oh, not that one. You're not. Got it anyway. When your hands are that good. Oh, God. Saved it.
Clip it. Clip it.
Woo!
Chuck Norris shows up to BP too.
Dude, you ain't lying. Golly. Somehow my taint didn't touch the ground there. Oh, man. Oh, that's a car.
Fuck.
Whoa.
All right.
That was a freaking laser.
That was stupid. I was hoping that tree would stop it.
Dude, I mean, that was, I didn't realize.
I barely felt it too.
You're right. Let's just run that back real quick. Give me that swing again. Oh, yeah. It's about what it looked like, too. Except it was over his head. Oh, my God, Maddie. Spun it. It's crazy. These bats are really good out of the wrapper.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell. I can already tell you like the loading on that one better, don't you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I can tell.
Yep, that's what I've always swung.
Ball, Maddie. Dude, these things are fucking crazy for out of the wrapper.
They're stupid. Trying to square it.
Right. Ah. Nope. Ooh.
Pull.
Knuckleball. Ball spun 3 times on the way out there and it hit the pole. That's talent.
There we go. That's the swing. It's supposed to be the last one.
That's kind of the cool thing about it.
That's fucking terrible. Ah, that.
And that was supposed to be down the line.
I was only fucking 8 feet from the line. It wasn't close to that.
That's what I was trying to do with the last one.
Good piece. Real good
Ball ended
swing.
up in the same. It was like
Exact same spot.
I missed the elevation though. Stay out of this. Woo! Yeah, go stand at third.
Real good.
Oh, it was supposed to hit that fucking guy out there.
Leave it. Leave it. Oh. Oh, shit. Play the game.
Where was that supposed to go? You missed me, bitch.
That's it. All right, give me 3 here.
Good luck getting this guy out.
Give me 3 here. All right, so after checking out some shenanigans with me and the boys here while we swing this old Miken, let's talk about it real quick. This one, just like the Worth Bedlam that we just swung, is a 27 ounce and is available in 25, 26, and 27 ounce. Also a half ounce of end load, but the difference with this half ounce of end load is it was very pronounced. The bat as a 27 felt very good overall, and the half ounce of end load felt true to weight. Was able to give you the drive you needed to be able to drive the ball into the gaps and out of the park, and still offer some control that is needed at time to time, and that's kind of where it's nice to have a half ounce instead of a full ounce. So it complemented the drivable ball aspect of it well, and still gave you a little bit of control with it too. Now this one does feature a 12.5-inch barrel and was a little bit less forgiving than the Worth for sure. I think combination of it being the Miken, and it's just going to have an overall stiffer feel to it than the Worth, combined with the shorter barrel, did give it that little bit of unforgiveness, but by no stretch in the imagination was it unforgiving, like, oh my gosh, this is, an unusable bat, just compared to the Worth Bedlam that we just swung, which is crazy for being a one-piece bat, had a very large sweet spot and a very good feeling barrel. This just had a little bit of an overall tighter feel to it. Again, great performance right out of the wrapper that we saw with this thing, and we'll check it out on the compression tester here, and you can see, like I said, it's going to come in at 270, which is when it was brand new in the wrapper, and then after about our 150-ish swings, it's going to be right down around that 245 mark. If you sit back and you listen and you kind of ignore this voiceover and you can hear me talk about the bat, I mentioned several times that these things are very, very, very good out of the wrapper. It honestly surprised me, seeing at 270, we've seen some bats be really good at that number, and we've seen some bats need some loosening up. Now, we don't know how fast this got down to 245. It might have took 10 swings and got there. It might have, just over the course of time crept its way down. But regardless, this was a really fun bat to swing. This one had the aspect that I enjoyed was the weighting of the bat itself with the 27-ounce feeling true to weight, and the half-ounce in the Miken stuff just always feels good. Never, ever lets you down as far as that goes. So this one for me was the weighting and inloading aspect is what I really enjoyed with it. And again, another bat that I feel like you can't lose with. The V2 Flex barrel technology and the mid-flex handle is what's listed on the website here. Make this bat a blast to swing. It's going to keep you a little bit honest with a shorter barrel and a stiffer feel, but performance is great, feel is good. Also something you need to check out if you're in the market for something like this. Now, didn't get an intro for the Easton here, but let's jump over to the Tantrum and get some action in with it.
Nope. I missed that and it still went. That's ridiculous. Heads up!
God damn.
Heads up!
Heads up!
4!
God dang.
Damn,
Dude,
don't
get
pay
off your
attention
phone.
then. Good Lord.
Jeez. Yeah, dude's out there literally walking through a minefield and can't think to look up.
For Maddie.
Good ball. This is like 2018 all over again, though. The bats are good out of the wrapper now.
Pull again? Nope. Gap.
Oh, this is by far the best feeling of the three.
Good start. She gone. Dang, she's way gone. Oh yeah, Dad.
These things are crazy out of the wrapper. That's crazy, bro. That's up! So wrapping things up with the old Easton here, I'm just going to be upfront and say this thing was wild out of the wrapper. All three of these bats were good out of the wrapper anyway, but this one was exceptionally good, and the sound was a little bit better than the other two, and just the way the ball felt like you could get compression out of it even as it warmed up. We started this video and it was like 85 degrees outside. By the time we got to this thing, the sun had came out. It had rained a whole bunch the night before, and it was very overcast that morning, so it was just, I mean, so thick outside you could have cut the air with a knife. It was so humid outside. So to see the balls jumping off this thing the way they were, to feel how they felt off the barrel no matter what ball it was, because we're hitting a mix of 52s and 44s and BP Rockets and, you know, the hardcore heroes and all that stuff. This thing from a performance standpoint was phenomenal. Even the barrel itself felt very, very good. The handle complemented the barrel well. With as soft as the barrel was, the handle was pretty rigid to kind of like give you some idea of how you were hitting the ball. If it had a flexier handle on it, then it would probably be not all that great from a feel standpoint. You literally wouldn't feel the ball come off the barrel. So this was eerily similar to the Headbanger Sports Tantrum, the Headbanger Sports exclusive Tantrum that released last year. The big thing with this one, though, and this one was eerily similar to the Headbanger Sports Tantrum that released. The big thing that I will say that I did like about the Headbanger Sports Tantrum compared to this one is the half ounce of inload that is featured in this one did not feel ideal. It didn't feel mid-loaded. It didn't feel balanced. It didn't feel in-loaded. It just felt very barrel heavy. It felt like once you got out past like kind of where the transition of the gold into the black for the barrel, kind of where, you know, the one-piece tantrums always have that transition of paint. Like it felt like all the weight, as far as like the loading goes, was past there. So it was a little bit funky to control. You'll see in the clips that we'll post coming up here where I'm going to post all of our second rounds up. We got a lot of swings in with this day, and there's a lot of good content, so I'm going to break it up into 2 videos. Just for the ones that kind of want to check out some extra swings with this thing and just kind of hear as we talk about it, hear us talk about them as we hit. And as I'm sure you could have guessed, the thing that I enjoyed about this one compared to the other two was the responsiveness of the barrel, how exceptionally better it was out of the wrapper than the other two, and that's not taking anything away from any of these things. These things would all be 20, 30 swings and game ready, but the Easton was definitely noticeably better, responded well to everything you threw at it, and just like the Headbanger Tantrum, it features the G4S technology and has the HDK23 carbon fiber 12.75 inch barrel. The whole thing was sweet spot. If you're not really worried about weighting and just more about raw performance and that kind of thing, this is definitely going to be something to be up your alley. But if you care about weighting, I won't say buyer beware, but definitely be mindful. And to say by chance, if you have tried one of these and you're not real crazy about it because of the weighting, go grab yourself a Headbanger Tantrum. Still some of those available somehow over at headbangersports.com. Now let's check out the compression tester here just to kind of finish things up, and then we will get into where I would rank these things. So checking this thing out on the compression tester here, as I said, and I keep repeating myself, and I don't care, this one also started at 270, brand new in the wrapper, and when we got done with it, it was coming in right at 245, just in line with the rest of them. Now, I will say this one did surprise me. As I mentioned, this thing is definitely just a little bit better performance-wise than the other two at this point in its swing count. The other two could very well catch up to it, but I was surprised to see that this thing was testing 245 after we got done with it, just because of, like I said, how lively it was out of the wrapper, and it got exceptionally better in our second round, which you will be able to catch on the channel here. I'm going to get a couple more videos released, and then I will post the second round from those bats. And I did that mainly because I wanted to be able to let the people that could capture what they needed to as far as getting the review of the bats itself go, and then the people that are just kind of stick around for the content or enjoy more of the uncut stuff will have the second round for that stuff. Thankfully, these were good enough out of the wrapper that I was able to kind of do this in one round and kind of illustrate, like, yo, these things are really good, without having to post both rounds or kind of like take them and merge them together so I can have another chance to make another video and do kind of the uncut thing. Let me know if you guys like that kind of stuff. I know I've done that with a handful of reviews over the last couple of years where I'll just kind of leave it uncut or leave it really raw. So that's what I'm kind of looking forward to doing with that. Now, as far as where I would rank these like 1 through 3 with these bats, I am going to put the Easton at the bottom, and the main reason why was just how the weighting felt to me. Was not really a fan of how this bat was weighted, to the point that I felt like it kind of handcuffed me as far as control goes. If I focused on one spot, I could hit that one spot over and over again, but to kind of open up the whole field and be able to use the whole field the way I wanted to and kind of the way I would want to use the bat. It made it hard just because you had to be really conscious of the swing that you took with the bat and the way you had to kind of manage the loading in the bat. Because like I said, just once you got kind of up past where the ring on the bat was, where the bat changes colors, it felt like all of the half ounce of inload was spread out through the whole barrel. So it wasn't mid-loaded, it wasn't in-loaded. It was just heavy out towards the end. And it just kind of made it funky to control. But there's by no means any lack of performance with that thing for sure. And that's kind of why it made it hard to put it at the bottom, just because of how good the barrel was. But I've said it time and time again, and I'll stand by it. Like, I'm going to go with something that I know what I can do, I'm comfortable with over performance. People prioritize performance so much. And I would be interested to see how many people would sacrifice, oh my gosh, this bat hit 110 miles an hour in so-and-so's video, or, you know, this one did 113 in this video. Like, okay, cool. But is it something you can swing, or did you just get it based off of how good the barrel was for somebody else? So the next one I'm going to have is the Miken. Now, the Miken did have the loading and stuff that I really did enjoy. A little bit of a stiffer feel. That is something that I really wasn't crazy about. I do like a really soft barrel, which is where it made it hard to kind of put the Easton at the bottom. But the little bit of a stiffer feel was kind of a turn off to me, just in terms of if I'm going to use the whole field, I need something that's going to be a little bit more forgiving than it was. And now I'm talking just between these three. I'm not talking in terms of, bats overall as a whole, because honestly, I could game all three of these and feel good about it. But if I'm having to pick between the three, I'm kind of walking you through my decision-making process there. And that's what it is. It just comes down to how stiff it was. Just would make it a little bit not ideal if I had to choose between the other two in terms of forgiveness and wanting to use the whole field. Now, the loading on this thing was spot on, like the old, where's your hand at? The old one of those. I mean, it was great from a weighting and loading standpoint. I really, really, really enjoyed the Miken. So it was something that you could just absolutely jam with. You had the inload to drive the gaps. You were still able to kind of scale it back a little bit and get some control if you needed to. But the worth is going to go at number one, and that's for a few various reasons. The handle and barrel combo was spot on. The barrel feel was phenomenal, soft. The handle gave you just enough feedback to let you know how you're hitting the ball. That's what I really enjoy. Super, super, super forgiving barrel. 1 for a 1-piece and 2 for a 13-inch. Usually expect that kind of forgiveness that I was seeing on this thing out of something like a 13.5, 14-inch barrel, kind of like we've seen out of a couple of the Louisvilles or some of the old Mikens and worse and stuff like that. So this thing was super, super, super forgiving. And yes, I did complain about the weighting a little bit, but it's something that, to me, would be the easiest to spin off of, probably mostly because I've been swinging balance bats for the last couple of years now. But it's something that if I knew I needed to drive, I could sit back and still drive the ball with it, because the half ounce is still noticeable just a little bit when you need to drive. But as far as the control and the forgiveness goes, I felt like I could go line to line with this thing with like zero hesitation. So in terms of the bats overall as a whole, its usability and what I feel like I could do with it, combined with the feel of it, the worth is going to be on top for me. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Yes, it was a little lengthy, and I am sorry about that. But I hope you enjoyed cramming all three of these bats into one here. I didn't see the point in trying to break it up into 3 different videos. We filmed them all on the same day, and it's all 3 of the same bats. It's kind of on the same topic. Let's just do it all at once, right? So we're back on the grind here. Hopefully I got these computer issues resolved for now until I can do some more troubleshooting with another unit I got here. So stay tuned for some more content coming soon. Going to start rolling out some more podcasts and stuff. I was trying to do them live and do this and do that and want to have a guest. I'm just going to podcast. Somebody wants to join, they're welcome to join. So, done rambling. Swing hard in case you hit it. Your mom's favorite YouTuber, the BP Hero, is out of here. I'll catch you in the next one.